All right, it's 2:25 a.m. on May 13th, Saturday here, and in T-minus, 10 and a half hours or so, we open up for the first time to the public at the new location. So this is the front door where everybody's going to come in. You can see our hours of operation and everything right there. Sorry if I'm slurring my words a bit. I am running on almost no sleep for the last week and a half. So that's the main entrance, but we're going to show you the patio area here. All of our patio stuff is actually inside right now because we just got the fence installed. So everything's inside, which will be brought out here in the morning, of course, before we open. The gate just got put in today, so this opens up like so. And it has this type of push exit thing here. So then you come in here, you'll have the umbrellas and the Giant Connect 4. There'll be 2 tables with giant Jenga and a bunch of seats, which you'll see in a moment. And we have our sign lit up here on the wall, which looks very nice from the street or from the road out here. And then, of course, I mentioned before, the window where you're out here, we can order drinks through the window without having to go back inside. And the main garage door here that we take games in and out of when we're loading and unloading. And then this is the side entrance here off of the patio area. And we'll have all these lights are normally lit up and stuff too that are, I don't even know if you can see it, but there's a row of lights here and a string or row of lights here and another couple of rows or strings right there. It's hard to see at night, I'm sorry, but I'm so beat doing this, as you can imagine. So anyway, here we are, and here is all of our patio furniture and stuff. Of course, again, this is going to be outside. When you first turn to the right, we have our touch tunes and a stacker machine. And before I show you everything else, this is the electrical room where I have my little workstation, where I'm going to be able to fix monitors and stuff and still work on games. We can come back in here. Capacitors down here. This is the workstation and all of my pinball parts organized in the bins and everything up here. But this will be the work area where I can work on monitors and PCBs and stuff. I have this kind of set up here where I can have a normal regular CGA connector and then a power for the monitors. Then I have a splice in here to a VGA converter with a nice little 15-inch monitor that I can use to test, example, games like this. And it works out just fine, and I can just flip the switch and it shuts off and it's all good to go. So this is the workstation where I'm going to be doing monitor repairs from now on. The soda dispenser thing is here, so you might hear a little psst every so often when we're open and I'm working on stuff back here, so sorry about that. But this will be the workstation and all that jazz. We have a nice big refrigerator here, so I'm going to put my phone down. Turn this off. Okay, so here we go. This is the seating area for the bar and the food and the kitchen and all that. So there'll be a couple more tables here, I think, here. Probably tomorrow get set up because we just put up a few tables here for the moment. The bar area is over here. Actually, I need to turn it around. You got 3 TVs here you can watch while you're sitting in the seating area for, like news and ESPN and music, 80s, 90s music videos and early 2000s, I think, or even some of those are included in the Loop TV. But seating area here, here is the full bar. I got a nice Mega Touch 2007 over here. Mega Touch Force, I guess it is, 2007.5, but this is set up to run on tokens. Everything up here is all going to be tokens, and everything in the back is going to be free play, which I'll get to that in a moment. But we have the full bar. Everything is all set up nice and neat, and here's our Donkey Kong wall. So Pauline turned out to be a little bit smaller than she should be, but otherwise, yeah, we got this nice little Donkey Kong display here. So all of these shelves are like these shelves here, but we put the Donkey Kong mural up on the wall here for the shelves, just as kind of a nice little homage to the classic Donkey Kong. So in all these characters here, the Fireball and the Oil Drum and the barrels and Jumpman and Pauline and Donkey Kong, and the ladders, they're all held up with some paint stir sticks that are double-sided tape to prop this stuff up. So Donkey Kong wall here, as you can see, it turned out real nice. And of course, a bunch of TVs to occupy your time while you're waiting for your kids to get done playing, or if you just come in to have a few drinks and watch the football game or baseball game, what have you. So here's an overview. I'm probably not going to talk much. I think I'm just going to do a walkthrough and you can experience it for yourself. We just got Foo Fighters in today, got Godzilla in a couple of days ago, and then currently we have 21 pinball machines, and I tried to get all the cameras mounted, but I think we ran out of HDMI cables for the few down there, so I wasn't able to get those running before tomorrow, but I'll get them done later, not a big deal. For the most part, I think we have 15 monitors up and running. The rest of them down there, I ran out of HDMI cables, so need to get those, but otherwise, yeah, I'll shut up now. We'll just do a full walkthrough, and you can experience it in all of its glory. So I got all these cameras put up here, but I ran out of the HDMI cables, like I said. So I just kind of stopped at this point, and I'll get the cables and finish this up later. But not going to be a big deal. So that's all the pinball machines for now. We got room for 2 more here. It's going to be a Pulp Fiction and another machine we haven't decided yet. They're not going to be in this position. I'm going to scoot stuff down and stick them in various strategic locations, but we got room for 2 more. And then there's going to be a TV here that we're going to display the Stern Insider Connected achievements and high scores on and stuff for people to see their standings here for this location. And we got 8 machines on the Insider Connected, so going to be kind of a good mecca for some people to come out here that are local to Wichita here and be able to play and get some scores put up. So there's the pinball machines. And let's take you around and show you the arcade now. And there's the kitchen. It's just a kitchen. You know, we're going to be serving, you know, hamburgers and pizzas and finger foods, you know, French fries, buffalo wings, chicken wings, mozzarella sticks, you know, food like that. Traditional bar food, but nothing too fancy. So here we have brand new Mario Kart DXs, Mario Kart Deluxes, a pair of those, brand new out of the box about a week and a half ago. 2001 Golden Tee. The deluxe 4-player Pac-Man Battle Royale, and the TV is mounted to the ceiling there. It comes down, and so there's no pedestal for it. It's just nice and open. We didn't really want to block the views and stuff. Got a lighthouse machine here with more TVs and such, and a nice little sign to point to the entrance. There's only one ingress and egress to the arcade right there. And we're going to have an employee stationed here with a podium to take payments and stuff on Square. And we have there's 106 arcade games, and we're going to end up with 23 pinball machines. 21 right now, but there's 106 arcade and 21 pinball machines. So $12 for all day, unlimited play, $10 for kids 10 and under, and no tokens. It's all free play in here. Everything out here is tokens. Everything in there is free play. Yeah, and skee ball is here. Men's bathroom, women's bathroom, and a nice little mural we had drawn up. installed locally by a sign shop. And I know I mentioned we'll show you the arcade, but let's show you the party rooms here. This is the Donkey Kong room, which is basically room Bravo, and using it for storage now for the moment. But here are the umbrellas that are going to go out there in the patio area, and a nice big private party room that you can have for your party. And again, the garage door goes up, and you can have both party rooms as one big, corporate event or whatever you want, or you can have it down to separate the two party rooms. Turn this light back out. There we go. And garage doors, so you can see and look out into the arcade area and what's going on. We got the Mortal Kombat wall of fame here with all of the autographs and 8x10s of all the actors. Here's the other party room. This one is set up to be used at the moment because we actually have a private party tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Well, actually, what is that? In about 8 hours or so. So, yeah. So not too bad of a space here. The two party rooms are a big draw. We got people booking parties immediately. So I'm going to kill this light. Oh, and this is the Donkey Kong Jr. room. That's the Donkey Kong room. This is the Donkey Kong Jr. room. So when you book your party, you can specify which room that you want. Okay, now enough dilly-dallying. Let's walk through the arcade here. There's only one machine right now that's down. It died today. It worked yesterday and turned it on today, and the hard drive is dead. So we'll get to it. When we get to it, you'll see what the issue is. So when you first walk in the arcade here, you pays your money and you walk in, and you're greeted with all the goodness here. So I'm just going to do a walkthrough. I might mention some various things as we go, but I'll just do a walkthrough and you can see. To snag a Rygar in a Taito cabinet, or Taito, however you want to refer to it. A somewhat rare game you don't see too often, but we got it all working, and another uncommon one you don't see too often, Jailbreak. Arkanoid Revenge of Doe. That's this whole line here, all the way down. Here we have Rampage. Let's go around the 4-player games here. There's the 4-player games. Over this way, we got the fighting row.
The exit leads you to the next stage.
And here we have Nintendo Red Tent, Castlevania on one side, Super Mario on the other side. Well, that refresh rate's killer there. But yeah, Castlevania, Super Mario Brothers. Then we have the Nintendo Super System right behind it. We add some credits here by pressing the restart game. We can select any game that we want, for instance, Mario Kart. And we can press and hold the restart game and it will reset back to the menu. Very handy. All right. Here we have Time Crisis 3. And I painstakingly went through and rebuilt the monitors, got them adjusted to be close as perfect as they can to match each other, and it's good to go. Right next to Crisis Zone. So both Rush the Rocks, the drive belt has come off of the motor on both of them. I haven't had a chance to fix those yet. I need to open these up, fix the drive belt, replace some of the lights, but otherwise it's working fine. They're playable and work for tomorrow, so I haven't had a chance to do that yet, so I'll get that done. Now, the game that died is Hydro Thunder. As you can see here, file system check failed. The hard drive has kaput. It worked yesterday, this morning, turned it on to a bad hard drive. So I ordered a compact flash drive, and until it gets here, the game will be down. So, 105 out of 106, I'll call that okay for opening day. Not going to be a big deal. So. Time Soldiers is another one you don't really see too often. It's in a Sega cabinet, right, just like Zaxxon here, but This is the only game we have with an LCD, except for the racing games. The rest of the rock games have LCDs. That's forgivable because it's medium res and it's a racing game. Nobody cares. But Tubin, I bought this way with the LCD in it. I have not been able to come across a medium res 19-inch that I can throw in here. So for now, the game's playable with the LCD, but that's the only machine with an LCD. And I need to get my degausser out for 720 and need some degaussing, but otherwise, working fine.
Adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil fire. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way to the paths of a dark wizard.
Is that it? I think that might be it. There you have it. That is about a week and a half's worth of non-stop effort to get all this done for our opening day here in about 10 hours or so. I'm telling you, it's standing here, walking through this, ran into a chair. Holding this camera up, my back is killing me. I'm getting too old for this. Just probably have to hire some kid to train to do most of this stuff now because it's hurting. I'm hurting right now, I'll tell you. So I think that's about it. I think I showed all the games and the rows and don't think I overlooked anything. So yeah, just that Hydro Thunder, that pesky hard drive died, but otherwise everything's good to go. So thank you very much, guys. Sorry for the lack of content here, but as you can see, I've been very busy trying to get all this done. Logistics and moving all these things and getting them up and running and all that jazz and all that comes with that kind of thing. So that's it. Now it's time for me to go home, get about 5 hours of sleep, and come right back because I got to stop and get some HDMI cables to finish up those last cameras on the end of the pinball row, and then get ready for this party we have at 11 o'clock. And then we open up at 1 o'clock, and it's going to be an absolute madhouse. So we'll see how that goes. Wish me luck. Otherwise, I appreciate it. And stay tuned for more updates as they come in on how everything goes with this.